There will be moments in life when every problem feels huge, overwhelming, impossible. But what if I told you the solution is usually so simple, you've been stepping over it? This story will show you the truth we often forget. Every problem in life has a simple solution. In the quiet village of Bhavanpur, where farmers woke before sunrise and children played under the banyan tree, lived a 24-year-old young man named Samar. Samar was known for one thing: worrying. If something could go wrong, he believed it would. His father would tell him, "Beta, life is simple. You make it complicated." But Samar never understood. His job wasn't working out, his savings were gone, his sister's wedding was approaching, and recently, a small argument with his best friend left him feeling completely alone. Every evening, he sat by the old lake, staring at the water, wondering why life kept crushing him. One day, after a particularly difficult morning, Samar walked to the market to escape his thoughts. The heat was unbearable, the noise was loud, and his mind felt like it was drowning. That's when he met Master Dave, an elderly man, known in the village for his simple, unusual wisdom. Dave was sitting under a neem tree, repairing an old wooden stool. He looked up, smiled gently, and said, "You look like someone carrying 10 problems and looking for 10 big solutions." Samar sighed. "Master, my life is falling apart. Nothing is working. Everything feels impossible." The old man closed his toolbox and nodded. "Come with me." Master Dave led Samar to a small abandoned building near the fields. Inside were 3 empty rooms. The first room was completely dark. Master Dave said, "Step inside." Samar hesitated, but did. "What do you see?" the old man asked. "Nothing. It's pitch black." Dave said, "Then remove the darkness." Samar blinked. "How? I can't remove darkness with my hands." The old man lit a small matchstick and held it up. The room instantly glowed with a soft golden light. "See?" Dave said. Darkness didn't need to be removed. It needed a simple light. Samar was silent. They entered the second room. This one had a large bucket of muddy water. Dave said, "Clean this water." Samar picked up the bucket. "Should I throw it away? Filter it? Look for stones to build something?" The old man shook his head. "No. Just place it on the floor and wait." Minutes passed. Slowly, the dirt settled at the bottom and the water turned clear. "Why did this happen?" Dave asked. "Because when I stopped stirring it, the water settled on its own." The old man smiled. "Exactly. Sometimes the solution is not action, but stillness." The final room had a large, heavy wooden door. "Open it," Master Dave said. Samar pushed. It didn't move. He pushed harder. Still nothing. "I think it's jammed." The old man laughed softly. "Look down, Beta." Samar looked and realized the door had been slightly open the whole time. He just had to pull, not push. He tried gently, and the door opened effortlessly. Samar was embarrassed. He said, "It looked complicated, so I assumed the solution must be complicated too." The old man nodded. "That is your problem, Samar. You think every difficulty requires a heavy answer. But the world is simple. only your mind complicates it. They walked back toward the village as the sun began to set. Master Dave spoke softly. Remember these 3 truths. When life feels dark, you don't remove the darkness. You simply add a little light. A small step, a small action. When your mind is muddy, stop shaking it. Sit still. Let life settle. When a problem feels stuck, maybe you're just pushing in the wrong direction. Try a simpler angle. Try a gentler approach. Try the opposite of what you're doing. Samar asked, "So, you're saying every problem has a simple solution?" "No," Dave replied. "I'm saying every problem begins to solve itself when your mind becomes simple." That night, Samar sat by the lake, the same place where he used to overthink everything. He remembered the light in the dark room. He remembered the muddy water settling. He remembered the door that opened with a gentle pull. And for the first time in years, his chest felt light. The next morning, he apologized to his friend with a single honest sentence. Problem solved. He made a small financial plan. Just the next 7 days, nothing more. Problem simplified. He spoke to his sister calmly about the wedding preparations. Stress reduced. One by one, all the problems that felt impossible began to shrink. Not because life changed, but because he did. Sometimes life isn't crushing you. You're just looking for a big answer to a small problem. But as Master Dave said, every problem in life has a simple solution when the mind becomes simple. If this story touched your heart today, give this video a like, share it with someone who might be carrying a heavy problem, and subscribe for more stories that gently remind you life is simpler than we think.